Hello again, my students. Today our lesson is going to be about the countable and non-countable nouns. What do we mean of countable and non-countable nouns? Now first we have to know that the countable nouns, things we can count. But the non-countable nouns, these are things that we can't count. We cannot count. What does that mean? Let's have a look. Now, the countable and non-countable nouns, these are what? Two kinds of nouns, which is countable and non-countable nouns. Now, countable nouns such as apples. So we can count the apples. We can say 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, etc. Okay, these are items that can be counted. But what about the non-countable nouns? The non-countable nouns, these are nouns that we cannot count, or nouns cannot be counted. Like for example, sugar. Can we take the sugar and count it? Say 1 sugar, 2 sugar, 3 sugar. No way. So we can't count the sugar, so it's non-countable noun. Let's have a look at these 3 sentences. There are at least 20 Italian restaurants in Little Italy. Here we have restaurants. Is it countable or non-countable noun? First, we have to know that it's countable because we can say 1 restaurant, 2 restaurants, 3 restaurants. And because it's countable nouns, we have to see that we use there are. Because it's a plural countable noun, we used there are. But let's have a look here on the non-countable noun. There is no more water in the pond. Now, water, it's non-countable noun. Water is non-countable noun. So because of that, we use there is. There is. For the non-countable noun, we use there is. Because it's what? Not plural and it's not countable. Okay? And here Megan took a lot of photographs. Now photographs, it's a countable noun. We can count it. Also book. Also table. Now information, it's non-countable noun. So water and information and more example, of course. These are non-countable nouns. Now, a singular countable noun may be preceded by a, an, or the. So, the singular countable noun may be preceded by a, an, or the. Like for example, we can say a banana. Now banana, we can count it. We can say 1 banana, 2 bananas. So when it's singular, banana, and it's a countable noun, we say a banana. An apple. The car. So things we can count, but these are singular. Okay? Now a plural countable noun usually ends in s or es and may be preceded by the. So the plural countable noun which usually ends with s or es, what? Preceded by the. Okay, so by the. Now, a non-countable noun will not be preceded by a or an. So the non-countable noun will not be preceded by a or an. So we can't say a sugar. No way. Okay? It has no plural. So the non-countable noun, it has no plural. So it does not end in s or es. So we can't say sugars. We can't say rices. Okay? So that's wrong. A non-countable noun may be preceded by the. So the non-countable noun and the plural countable noun may be preceded or comes before them the. Okay? Here we have some examples on non-countable nouns. So we have some categories or examples of non-countable nouns. Like for example, fruit, it's non-countable noun. Transportation, money, gases, water, grammar, French, soccer, rain. So these are non-countable nouns. Okay, here we have more examples on countable and non-countable nouns. Let's have a look on countable nouns. Like bun, sandwich, apple, eggs, fries, cookies, carrots, etc. And here in the non-countable noun we have bread, fruit, juice, cereal, salt, sugar, coffee, so on. Okay, now as what we see here, we have apple, we have cherries, we have grapes, and here we have fruit. Why these are countable but fruit is non-countable? We have to know that the types of the fruit, like apple, orange, these are countable nouns, okay? But the fruit in general, we say fruit, it's non-countable noun, okay? Now, here we have some exercises on the countable and non-countable nouns. We have to know, is the underlined nouns countable or non-countable? The children fell asleep quickly after a busy day of fun. Do you think children is countable or non-countable nouns? Now we can say one child, two children, three children. So is it countable or non-countable? Of course it's countable nouns. Be careful, the water is deep. Water, as what we said before, is it countable or non-countable? We have to know that water is non-countable noun. And the rest, do them by your own, and don't forget to write the answers down below in the comments. And if you have any question, don't forget to ask me. Bye bye!